but the name is the name of the family, and the family is also today still managing the company. It's Mrs. Tira, who is the granddaughter of the original founder, who is now the CEO of the company worldwide and sits in Germany running our affairs.
Could you elaborate more on the new venture, which is the services? So when was it launched, and how many products are available, and how many are it?
So we started Surfaces. Initially we didn't even call it Surfaces, because we just called it Caesarstone, because we went into an exclusive arrangement with Caesarstone, which is the global leader for quartz surfaces, and quartz is undeniably the perfect product for kitchens. Absolutely, because it's scratch proof, it's heat proof, it's antibacterial, so it has all the perfect properties that you want from a kitchen surface. It's even harder than granite, and it literally doesn't scratch. So, but that wasn't the main thing. That's just the properties. We were looking at the aesthetic aspect of it, because when you go into a kitchen surface 5 years ago in India, what would you put? You put granite or granite, and if you didn't like granite, you would put granite. Right? So that's the only thing that was available, and we clearly looked at the possibility with Caesarstone to create different colors that would then match your kitchen better, and give you a softer aspect of what your kitchen looks like, and basically with so many more options to match your surfaces with the furniture that you have in your kitchen. So that's what drove us. Caesarstone is an iconic product all over the world. In Australia you can't sell a house unless it has Caesarstone inside. In the US it's a dominant brand in quartz. And what we liked about Caesarstone as well is that they have a very strong affinity to design. They work with famous designers every year to collaborate with Caesarstone and create new solutions with Caesarstone, and that is the sort of thing that we are into. Because interiors is all about design, it's aesthetics, it's functionality, and there was a very strong synergy there.
No, when was it launched in India?
We launched this in India
2014.
2014, thank you, yeah, exactly. You were there at the launch party, right? So
how is it doing? So what is the price of what is the price of granite, and how much will it cost?
Caesarstone is not a cheap product.
Yeah,
it's a premium product, and the prices vary, but it's done nonetheless exceedingly well, because designers were just waiting for something else that they could use in the kitchen in particular. And now with the introduction of Dekton, we also give them other options for their flooring and for their wall cladding as well. So we can create marble effects, and in fact the natural series of Caesarstone, which recreates marble effects, is the most popular one here in India, because you have ultimately the look of marble, but you have the usability of a very hard and
is it only for the kitchen?
functional stone for the kitchen.
It's only for the kitchen.
Yeah. That Caesarstone is not only for the kitchen, you can use it in other applications as well, but I wouldn't use it on flooring. That's where Dekton is the much better product. But you could use it for wall cladding and shower enclosures
You
as
still
well.
haven't said how many products are available in this range.
Well, it's basically the two brands,
Okay.
and then
Dekton and Caesarstone.
Dekton and Caesarstone at the moment, and we're looking at other options of other surfaces to add to that, where we're looking at innovation, not at things that are already there to try and compete with existing players, but really to create a new niche for ourselves that we say that we're unique.
Like what?
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of things happening at the moment on the super matte surfaces, for instance. That's you will observe in our design center here, we have used a lot of the super matte surfaces, which is the biggest trend in Europe right now. So we're looking certainly at that. Waterproof, other waterproof materials which are not stone, but are lending themselves to be used even in wet cells like shower enclosures and so on, where you can then create other aesthetic impacts. So there's a lot of different types of new age surfaces that are now emerging in the world.
So which is your in India is a very little market compared to the West. So how big is the Indian market and what is your market share? And if you split the market share you have, because you have a wide range of products available.
Well, India is a very unique market, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, before I came here, I've worked in the Middle East, I've worked in Asia, I've worked in North America, I've worked in the UK, and then finally came here to India in 2001. And I've never seen anything like it. You know, first of all, where India is very different is that there's an extremely expressed desire for value for money. Even if you're super rich, it doesn't matter, you still want value for money. And so people go out there and they really educate themselves on the product, and when they come to us, they already know what they want, more often than not. Nonetheless, because there really wasn't much available in recent years, new products have come into the market, there's been very fast acceptance of new concepts, new markets, new products and new technologies, and it's relatively easy to introduce that here. And of course, the competitive situation still isn't as expressed as it is in other Western markets, so you have still the opportunity to build brands here, whereas in other markets that will be much harder.
What is your revenue? Is it 500 crores revenue? So how much is the total investment since
Oh, I haven't even added that up, but I can tell you last year alone we invested more than 25 crores. This year it will be very similar again. This is one of such investments that we're making. We have opened design centers also in Pune, and we'll be opening another one in Mumbai in August, and then finally the fourth one in Dhaka in Bangladesh around the same time. So that's 4 design centers alone, and we have launched an 80,000 square feet warehouse in Bangalore in February. That alone was an investment of 9-10 crores. So it's very substantial. Essentially, what's interesting to see is because we are a family-owned company, it's not about paying shareholders dividends. The family looks at reinvesting the monies into the business so that we can grow. And that we have done consistently since we